I saw Fleetwood Mac. Well, sort of. I saw a tribute band. According to them, they are the best Fleetwood Mac tribute band in America. They call themselves the Fleetwood Mac Experience. Was gonna play near me, and my mom got me tickets because obviously Fleetwood Mac is one of my favorite bands of all time. But not only was I pulling for Stevie Nicks to be good, I also wanted Mick Fleetwood to be good. Because if he messed up once, I would know, okay? As a drummer, I would know. He needed to be good to live up to my expectations. He needed to be great, alright? I'm wanting like really dead sounding drums. I'm wanting that hi-hat metronome the whole way, and I really want him to look happy. Mick Fleetwood is possibly one of the most happiest drummers I've ever witnessed in my life. Dude looks like he's having the time of his life. If you watch Mick Fleetwood play drums and you don't feel anything, you're soulless, I'm sorry. But yeah, we pulled up to the function and I was a little concerned, okay, because everyone there was not my age. They were significantly older. I was by far the youngest person there. And you know what? I'm kind of used to that because all of my music favorites for the most part are either dead or retired. I'm an old soul, what can I say? So I'm used to going to concerts and boomers being there, and I think spiritually I am a boomer. I sat down and the dude behind me said that he graduated in 76. So I was like, okay, here we go. There was also like a weird lamp in the venue as well. It was like right at the front door and it really set the tone, you know? The whole place was kind of, I think, haunted. It was kind of freaking me out because like up on like the little balcony section, there was like lights turning on and off. There was like some doors opening and closing. I didn't see anybody opening and closing said doors. There was a woman I saw up there that I'm pretty sure wasn't real. She was like from another dimension. She just wasn't a real person. But I saw her. So there's that. When I got there, okay, we had some promising features on the stage. I saw Stevie's tambourine and I saw Stevie's mic stand. Now, if you've seen Stevie Nicks live, you know that she has a mic stand very similar to that. So I was like, okay, we have people who pay attention to detail. They are committed to their craft. So let's see what happens. And finally, there they were. Our Fleetwood Mac for the evening, with the highest bass player I've seen in my life.
Move the bass down. Be reasonable.
So this band started and I was having a fun time, but the thing that I caught on pretty quickly was the fact that they kind of have similar mannerisms. Now this tribute band said multiple times that while they are a tribute band, they don't want to replicate Fleetwood Mac. But even their little mannerisms were very similar. We had Stevie doing the little dances. She was even like fiddling with the mic stand that Stevie does all the time. And our drummer did look very happy. That we can confirm he was a happy boy. But I also think if you dedicate your craft to someone else that closely, I think almost subconsciously you're gonna pick up little tiny bits of them. Like me personally, and I know that I was like a Josh Dun impersonator on the internet for like way too long. Even still to this day, just like watching so much Josh Dun drum videos, I can like see him in my playing. It's very strange, especially how I approach writing songs. It's kind of Josh Dun-esque. But my point is, if you love someone and you spend a lot of time watching them, I think you just kind of naturally pick up on what they do, and I could see that here. Obvious that they were like really big fans of the band, and I can appreciate that. Always like dropping like little trivia fun facts and stuff, and they knew their albums very well, and there was a lot of love. I could tell that there was a lot of love for Fleetwood Mac. God bless, because don't we all love Fleetwood Mac? But the one issue I was having with the mannerisms, okay, was that Stevie Nicks was not twirling. That was the signature move, okay? Stevie Nicks needs the twirl. So we took it upon ourselves to inspire, here's her name, Stacey Nicks, to twirl. All the while, Lindsay over here was like shredding it on the guitar. So I appreciated that. I also want to take a minute to appreciate the Christine McVie. similar tone, you know what I mean? Christine has a very like soft, comforting, airy type feeling to her voice, and this chick had it. So we were enjoying the concert, then finally it happened. Rhiannon. And he says Rhiannon. Now, anytime I hear this song, whether it's Fleetwood Mac or not, it's like a religious experience. I don't know what it does. This song is just so good. It speaks to the soul. I said it once and I'll say it again. I will be naming my child Rhiannon. Okay? It's just gonna happen. And if it's a boy, oh well, it's gonna be Rhiannon. There's nothing I can do about it. But not only was it a great song, Stacey Nicks finally twirled. See, I think she's a mastermind because she was making us wait for it the entire time. Okay, so there was a build up, and like the relief, the climax of that was during one of the best songs. Okay, she just really wanted us to like wait for it, and she waited for the perfect moment. And Stacey Nicks, you're a genius. So a couple more songs pass, and then the main character arrived. There was just a dude in like a golden shawl, and he was like twirling. I love the vibes that he's bringing to the function. So immediately I was like, we need to go dance with him. And dancing with him, I did. That woman there, I have no idea who she is, but I love her. I love the vibe. And yeah, I'll dance with anybody, okay? Bring the right vibe, I'll dance with you. So after I danced with total strangers, I went back to my seat where we received the best bass line possibly in history. You better believe that when I got bass for the first time, one of the first songs I learned was The Chain. It's just so good. I just love that song. I love Fleetwood Mac. And if it couldn't get any better, they hit us with The Silver Springs. Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. They mentioned that this song was like their highly requested song ever. Pretty sure that's probably due to, I think, TikTok kind of making that popular with the live performance. It's definitely one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs. Possibly one of my favorite songs of all time. Well, it definitely is one of my favorite songs of all time. My mom and I love yelling this song as loud as possible in the car. So I just have a lot of fond memories with Silver Springs. Even though it's not a happy song, it's very heartbreaking. And they even went as far to create the Stevie and Lindsay stare. I feel like you have to do that, because that's the thing, as I think as a musician you want to kind of bring your own thing to the table, even if you are a tribute band. And this band even said they're not here to replicate Fleetwood Mac exactly, but I think as a tribute band there's some things that just the people expect you to do, and that is twirling and staring at Lindsey Buckingham. You know what? Stacey Nicks delivered, and God bless her. She even did the Gold Dust Woman dance where we wanted more twirling. At this point in the show, they played Tusk, and this was when Lindsay was very Lindsaying for some reason. Sounds a lot like Lindsay, actually. Lindsay up in the studio. Yeah! Alright, that's good. Keep that. After said concert, I left and I was gifted a flower crown. And then I went home listening to Korn and Taylor Swift. Only those two. Exclusively those two. Why? Because that's just the vibe I bring to the function. And you're either with it or you're not. So that was my experience at the Fleetwood Mac experience. And honestly, I had a fun time. Anytime that I can go out, spend some time with loved ones, and listen to live music that's playing Fleetwood Mac is a very fun time. This band is dedicated to their craft. I can tell that they love Fleetwood Mac, and that is very evident. The love in the room, was apparent. I am not sponsored by them in any way. I'm just a Fleetwood Mac enjoyer. But if you ever see them pop up in your town, it's definitely worth checking out. If you enjoy the video, please hit like and subscribe. I know it was like a strange like story time this time because I didn't really feel like vlogging it. I spend time with the people that I'm with and not always have like a camera in their face and trying to be entertaining. But this is what you get. As always, I will see you in the next one. And you better go listen to Fleetwood Mac after this.